All right, guys. Welcome back again for the final match for tonight. And yeah, it is Alphazeroes versus Oasis. And yeah, I am one to look forward to this match because these are two teams that we have not seen their match streamed in a while. But then five people on the stream, seven actually. And yeah, welcome guys. Welcome to game two. You guys stuck out for game one. You stuck out for game two as well. I appreciate the effort, and I am seeing some very interesting bans here. I am seeing an Xbox ban, a CC ban. I am seeing a Lancelot's ban as well, and a Justin ban. Now that's interesting if you ask me. A Joy ban. Okay, okay. And we have a player named Joy Boy here. Very interesting. It says Big Daddy Hades is here. Wow. Lou Boo is also here. Don't exactly know why he's got that name, but excuse me, guys. One sec. Let me just do this real quick. Okay. Yep, I am seeing Mion in the chat. Hello, Mion. How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. And of course, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. It helps us push us what we're doing here out there. But then CC, we are seeing Xborg as well. Xborg is banned. And now Lordy Time is going to have to go for that ban himself here. Okay, Storm as well. 8 seconds left. Man's going to have to make his decision ultimately. Maybe go for an Akai. Okay. I almost saw that one coming. And Jean now with the first pick. The three bans are done on both sides, and these are pretty unusual bans. Who bans an Akai? But Oasis seems like they have something they are trying to cook here. So an Akai ban might only sound weird to me, maybe not to them, because they might be cooking up something. But XG now 30 seconds to make a pick, the first pick for Alphazeroes. What will it go for? It's got options. It's got the Gato. You can go for the Hylos. Hylos is open. You can decide to go for the room first, or maybe just become Astral and just go for the jungle first. But it looks like Don Darby's signature pick on the mid lane will be what Jean will go for, the Lilia. And yeah, first pick is gonna be the mid lane. Let's see how Oasis will respond. Actually, let's see how they will respond. What would they go for? Storm and User now. No, now Storm and User gonna have to go for something here. You can go for a Gato, you can go for a Hylos or both. But Yuzhong on EX Plane, User is gonna have to settle for that. That's a very good EX Plane pick. I think Yuzhong is like one of the best picks out there in the EX Plane. If you know what you're doing, of course. Yuzhong is a very strong EX Plane pick, and of course, Yisun Shin has really gained some reputation, especially thanks to that adjustment they made in that patch there. But Joy Boy and Sanji, is that Sanji? Yes, that my screen is not deceiving me. I can see Cypher, Ashbone in the chat. Hello, Cypher. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I can also see Herosus. I can see Bodom. And Bodom says, I thought that was all for today. No, we have two games today. And this is going to be the second game and the last game being streamed for tonight. And Sanji and Joy Boy is gonna have to make their decisions here. I don't know why they are not locking the rooms first, right? When you have the chance to lock a room early, lock the room. It's really that simple, right? If it's really that simple, especially when they're not banned. But it looks like the alpha is gonna be what Joy Boy is gonna have to go for, and Sanji as well. Now have to go for something else here. Maybe a carry. Yes, a carry is what he settles for. That's interesting. The carry pick is pretty rare, especially in the MHPL streamed games. But still, I like the fact that they are going for that. Oh, Ashburn, I'm actually doing pretty good, man. How are you doing? I can see Boredom here, Erosis as well. Mion, welcome to the stream. 19 people watching now. And I want to see what Oasis will come up with, especially the fact that they have not picked any room in either teams. They are going for the jungle first, then the EXP next on the side of Oasis, then maybe a room pick, maybe a Hylos, maybe a Gato, maybe a mid lane pick instead, maybe a Vexana, or maybe a Zetian. Zetian is not banned. Zetian is a pretty good pick on the mid lane. Maybe something like that. Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, yeah, production. They are talking about the game sound, so please, if you can fix that, and also maybe my voice, they are maybe talking about it, so please look into the sound system there. Okay, so yeah, someone just confirmed that it's just oh yeah, just ignore that production. Okay, Michael. Man, I have to go for Super Theo going for a Fasa is not new actually. We have seen him go for that, especially in the Major 1v1 tournament. We did see Rich. Welcome to the stream, Rockstar Alfie. Of course, our TAG squad player there. I am seeing a comment he made. He said Oasis to win or I sell Black Matter. Alfie, Alfie, let me alone. Rolling Sesame says sell Black Matter. Okay, so Curry being locked down by Sanji and Alphazeroes are pretty, that's pretty good lineup. You've got true damage here, you've got true damage on the Curry, you've got true damage on the Alpha. I see the true damage lineup they're trying to go for here, but let's see what pick that the haters go for. Let's see the EXP pick on Alphazeroes. Then I will now confirm whether it's truly a true damage pick they are going for. They banned the Claude. Claude can be very good when it comes to the back diving, especially with that BMI. That's good. So you have to consider that things. So the Hylos is not banned. The Gato is not banned. That's new. That's super new. I'm waiting to see how they will respond to this though. Lord Itami, maybe go for a Lucas ban, or maybe a Son ban, or maybe a Grok ban. Nobody has banned a Grok. What is going on here? These guys are not even rating the popular bands. No Sun ban, no Grok ban. These are heroes that can change things. And Lord Itami now, 15 seconds, make that 12. He's gonna have to make his decision soon. The man is pretty indecisive. Maybe waiting for input. Lapu Lapu, we are the classic ban in tournament lobbies, the classic ban. But Lubu now gonna have to go for something. Please ban a Grok. Please ban a Grok. Grok is gonna be problematic because now the next pick goes to Oasis after this, and they might lock down that Grok in their favor if you don't ban the Grok now. Lubu, this is your last chance. And the big that the haters as well is gonna have to go for something here. Tigreal instead of the Grok. I like the faith of Michael now. They have the chance to lock down the Grok, maybe a Hylos, maybe a Gato, or maybe a Roma that can really change things. Maybe a Belric, or maybe hey, I dare say an Atlas. You might go for something else, but an Akai is banned, a Tigreal is banned. So those are two rooms. A Glue is banned as well. I don't exactly know what Oasis is trying to draft here, but still, I will not believe that they still have this draft under control because right now, in terms of damage, Alphazeroes has won this out because now it's true damage in their favor. And on the other side, they've got some bit of sustain and physical damage and magic damage as well because the Fasa does have a lot of damage on her end. And Michael, 8 seconds, you're gonna have to go. Yeah, of course. I did I not see that one coming? Did I not say that one coming? Grok is what they will have to go for because the Grok is not banned. And I want to believe that this might be slightly counterproductive though, because you've got a lot of true damage on the other side, and the Grok is pretty tanky, so they can get melted easily with the true damage. Joyboy and Sanji is going to have a very interesting time, especially against this Grok, so he's going to have to be very careful how he engages. But then it's not about the picks, it's about the heroes, and it's not about the picks, it's about the players and how they use the pick. But Big Daddy Hades looks like maybe the Alice, the Queen of Blood. The Crimson Blood Banquet might be something to see here. But Lubu under Minotaur, contemplating. We did see how Makui did on the Minotaur the last time. Not exactly the best of performances, but still, maybe Lubu wants to make a difference, maybe change the history here. But still, he did go for it in spite of history. Big Daddy Hades on the Alice, and that completes the drops. I am liking the balance here. True damage, magic, physical on the Minotaur. Not bad, but still, Itami is gonna have to go for that final pick. Wow, Oasis. What would they go for this time around? There's Gato there. You could go for that. They don't have a marksman actually, so they can't go for a Roma. They've locked down their Roma, and now they need a marksman. A marksman is what they have to go for. You could go for an Erithel. An Erithel is not banned. Erithel is pretty good. You could go for something that does true damage to maybe a Leslie to really give distance. But that might be counterproductive though. But you need to go for something that can really melt down this carry. Oh, a Broody. Now that's interesting. Oh, okay. I like that. They know that they can dive into the back line with the Alice. So he's going for a Broody because a Broody. That completes everything, guys. That's all for the draft in game one against these teams. What do you think? Who do you think has the better draft? Do you think Sanji is the better man, has the better draft here in gold lane, or do you think Lord Itami has the better draft here? What do you think, guys? I'll be engaging in the comments while the game loads. Okay, let's see here what we have. Okay, someone says Oasis don't merge with Time. Okay, I don't actually know whether there was a merger between Oasis and Time, but someone says Mike was original. Okay, Mike with originally Oasis. I don't know, man. Someone says Broody care. Broody bullies carry lane. Definitely, Broody has more range than carry, but carry has more attack speed and more DPS, especially in the long run. Carry has more DPS. True damage helps like a lot. A lot. True damage helps a lot. It really trust me, when you see the bar between true damage marksmen and normal marksmen, you would even call it unfair. But still, then we are getting straight. Yeah, Retail would have been better. I did say that, Neon. Retail would definitely have been better because of that mobility there and chasing down and all that. Yeah, someone just confirmed something on the chat. Time merged with Oasis. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting indeed. Pulling players together and all that. I'm all for that, but I gotta get strapped back straight into the game here. As now it's game one. Don't forget, this is the MHPL, guys, and these are two teams, two tier one teams clashing against each other. We are seeing Storm trying to poke out Lubu here. You can see both times trying to keep vision. That's exactly what you should do as a Roma. Wings by wings for Super Theo. He's half HP though. He's gonna have to be very careful here on this mid lane. You don't want to take any unnecessary risk here. But there's the Shadow Energy poke from Genie. From Jean rather, and Storm now with a traceless Michael. Okay, Despair Storm 1-2, and that might be a follow-up. Joy Boy there, Rotary Impact poking them out, Shadow Energy as well to poke, and both of them just keeping their distance. Jean is just trying to farm the mid lane here, and we are seeing Lord Itami trying to take advantage of the range, but on the mid lane, Super Theo losing HP to that Shadow Energy, and man, the boys of Alphazeroes are already throwing in that advantage they do have in the early games, especially with that Lilia. There, Big Daddy Hades losing a lot of HP up top. But the Crimson Blood Blanket and the Flicker to save him. And now, user is going to have to make sure he times that engagement well. Okay. Crimson Gleam, that's not a wise move to make. But then, Shell Residue, doing a lot of damage there. Might be first blood. Dragon Tail doing some damage. Big Daddy Hades trying to get into safety. And yes, he does. The Queen of Blood is able to survive. But then, down bottom there, we can see some clash going on here. Doesn't have that level 4. Yeah, he has it actually. Veteran Rampart blocks them out. That was an engagement that did not result into any first blood from either teams. Man, this is something that I really want to look forward to, because this total will determine who probably has the better retro. Tristan to dodge the Despair Stomp, Michael without reaction time, Energy Impact, and the Curse of Crow connecting onto Lubu. But so far, Storm is trying to zone them out. Lubu looking for a chance here. Doesn't have that Minoan Fury. He's just getting poked with the Energy Impact and the Shadow Energy here. The Turtle almost half HP. The dance is on. And Lisa with the first blood dives into the back. And now they're trying to retreat. That will signal the retreat for both of them. User already exiting the Draconoid form, but Michael now uncontested. Turtle takes it down, and of course the user will poke them out and applied a lot of pressure onto Big Daddy Hades as Michael will get the kill and invade the jungle here. Joyboy comes in, Spirit of Alpha connected to one, and that might be a counterproductive move. The space down from Lubu to secure the exit for Joyboy, as that orange buff will be taken by Joyboy with Rotary Impact. That was really impressive actually. You know, despite the invade, he still managed to secure the buff for himself. But meanwhile, down bottom will be where Storm and Super Theo will rotate down to. Okay, Corrosive Strike connecting onto one. Turn apart memory from Lord Itami to secure the kill onto Sanji. And that's one kill for the man. Probably gonna have to take it easy here though. Saint Sanji now responds back. It is an early game. Wings by wings from Super Theo onto the mid lane here. Now, cause of Crow Energy Impact with the feather that strike Black Shoes to counter that. Now flickers out, but the Menard Fury onto 2, and Lubu with that enhanced basic attack takes him down. And Lubu now in a dangerous position, gonna have to go down. Michael takes him down. Blood floods, but then traceless defensively from Michael to escape the Spear of Alpha from Joy Boy. And that's gonna be Sanji now. Maybe a walk up onto Lord Itami, spinning light wheels onto Storm. Sanji just keeping his distance on Lord Itami. He has already given him one kill. He has to wait for reinforcements. Okay, Phantom Step. But on the other side, we are seeing Joy Boy now, Spear of Alpha defensively. Or maybe that was a wrong Spear of Alpha, because I didn't exactly understand why he used it that way. But Shadow Energy connected to Michael, and both of them are just dealing a lot of damage onto each other here. But Michael now may be looking for a chance, but that turtle will soon spawn, so you don't want any engages right now. But down bottom on the gold lane, it looks like Lord Itami might be waiting for the perfect. And Storm, Sanji already sees him coming, so he's gonna have to go into get to safety inside that turret there. And the total dance is gonna be where they will set their sights on. Alphazeroes not willing to take any risk here. And meanwhile, Super Theo might be okay, wings by wings, defensively to get away. Oh, okay, Michael still busy there. But then Heavenly Vow, he is keeping his distance. He knows he needs to be alive to secure this total that Joy Boy has already started here. And that's gonna be the stun. Now comes up Black Dragon form already. Comes out as well with the Federal Strike support from the back. Super Theo. And that's the stun. And the knock up with a minimum fuel. Big Daddy Hades fights Michael. And he's not done. He's trying to find Storm and Lord Tammy as well. Super Theo is paused. Looks like a network issue here. Big Daddy Hades. Sanji will get the kill though. Lord Tammy comes in to support his team a little too late. And it's gonna be a 2-for-1 in favor of Alphazeroes. And the total being taken. And now the mid lane being pressured. Sanji is there to try to melt down the waves, but then he dodges the Fury dive. Sanji trying to push down the turret. If anything Carry can do, it's pushing the turret. But then on the mid lane, Shadow Energy poke. They are still applying the pressure. Now, Lord Itami is trying to okay. He wanted to ambush Sanji, but Sanji followed the other way around and saw that one coming. But it looks like a gank might be cooking down on the gold lane here, as Joy Boy will try to support Sanji here on the gold lane. Man is just waiting in line. Looks like they might forsake that one. But meanwhile, up top on the EXP lane, Big Daddy Hades 1v2, Michael supporting user, and both of them just giving themselves distance here. Crimson Gleam, but not willing to go there, just keeping his distance. Well, if you are fought against the Yuzhong, you know very well you don't want to be caught on the mid lane. Okay. Looks like it's brief skirmish going on this mid lane here. Lubu and Storm just poking each other. Nothing much going on, just both teams keeping their distance, giving vision when necessary, and just making sure you don't engage in unnecessary fight. But that's gonna be Michael now, Traceless as well with the stun from the Heavenly Vow. Michael, Traceless defensively, the Earthen Ramparts blocking the way, but Lubu has to take the other route. And Joy Boy on that mid lane, clearing the lanes here, maybe prepping for this total to spawn this neutral objective. That's gonna be the Despair Storm. He's got that minimum Fury though, doesn't want to use it just yet. Want to wait for that total dance when it will matter more. But Storm trying to give vision. That's gonna be the Despair Storm again. And like okay, Joy Boy, he does have that Spear of Alpha, but he doesn't want to use it. The total is where everything should be committed to, because the objective what matters more. Black Dragon form, that's gonna be the engagement. Now dives into the back tech charge. Now raises Joy Boy up. Joy Boy under a roll of pressure up. Lupu will secure the total on behalf of his jungler. Spear of Alpha packs 2 up. Joy Boy onto Storm, finds the kill, and user will retreat. Michael's not done. He wants to keep engaging. Heavenly found the Joy user. They're gonna have to let them go though. They have lost the objective there. Lubu as well, Spear of Alpha defensively. Offensively actually. And that's gonna be the rotar impact with the force wing. Joy Boy is not done. He wants to take the kill, but user is able to get away. And now rotations, Bloody Tammy will get straight into that mid lane, haven't taken the tier 1 on the gold lane. And I want to see how this goes, because right now Alphazeroes are winning things out in terms of the gold lead. They have the gold lead, even though it's a little gap here. But we are seeing Michael getting pressured here. Yisun Shin is really trying to do what he can, but who can he melt? That's gonna be the question here. User, okay, able to get away with the Crimson Gleam. And the Earthen Ramparts blocking the way for Lubu as I see him short. And yes, Michael makes quick work of him as he will put him down. And now Storm might be looking for a chance here for that tech charge. They might be invading the jungle. User might be supporting this one. Sanji on that mid lane, melting every minion that comes through it. And on that EXP lane, we are seeing User with that soul grip and the Fury dive. Big Daddy Hades under a lot of pressure as well. Black Dragon form comes out, maybe onto the back. But it looks like Oasis don't want to commit right now. They just want to push and support Lord Itami as he pushes that tier 1. Lubu is here. He wants to defend. That's going to be defended. Let's strike. Oh, nice support for Super Theo. And the back dive from User with the Dragon Oil form. Trying to take out Sanji. But User is going to have to go back now. Dragon Tail is trying to apply the shower execute to heal up. But the Throne of Ruin from Big Daddy Hades will put him down. And Michael shuts him down in return with the blood flood. Meanwhile, up top, we are seeing Joyful Theo with wings by wings. Michael now. They will have to retreat. The Lord spawns in 4. And that's where they need to set their sights on this first up onto 2. That mid lane's under a lot of pressure. Sanji is there. He wants to melt them down. Feather Strike comes up. Lord Itami able to put down Lubu. on the mid lane. There is a lot of pressure. Sanji doing everything he can. Flicker out from Super Theo. Oh, Gene! What the hell? He put him down in spite of everything. And Sanji now left to clear the mid lane and left to take what's left of it. But User would walk up. No. The mid lane clear is gonna have to make it work here. But then the mid lane is the pressure point. And Lord Itami is there to clear the gold lane as well. Big Daddy Hades pushing up top. You can tell that wave management is not something Oasis plays with, neither does Alphazeroes. But the Lord is there, the neutral objective is there. They've got the junglers, they've got the retribution. Big Daddy Hades trying to give vision there. The Storm just keeping their distance, waiting for the right time. Traceless defensively, that is a good Traceless. The Lord is there. They haven't started out the Lord dance. Maybe waiting for a chance, maybe waiting for a time, maybe waiting for a signal. They don't have Lord Itami though, so a DPS drop on the side of Oasis, but they do have Sanji here. The man will recall probably for mana because he has been using his skills a lot. And Storm just waiting for that perfect moment to start up something that might be chaotic on both sides. Big Daddy Hades as well. They are holding out. The Lord Dance has started on the other hand. They are trying to shift the Lord towards their side. The Storm now, Black Dragon form already comes out. That's going to be the Throne of Ruin onto the back. Big Daddy Hades doing the initiation. And the Lord almost melted down. Michael! He wins the retreat battle and Sanji melts down. Storm Loop who takes a Super Theo. 2 is down and Lord Itami is unstoppable. And Sanji maybe going to support for 2 for 2 and the Lord lost by Alphazeroes. They have to prioritize the fence right now and not engagement as they will have to take down that Lord now approaching from the bottom lane. Sanji, that is where you are needed. He doesn't have that speedy light wheels. He doesn't have the ultimate anymore. And man, you can tell that's Michael. Okay, speedy light wheels now trying to melt down Michael. Phantom's dead. No, he wants to prioritize the wave clear. Michael now, Mountain Shaker already used. The Sanji, Speedy Light is already committed and exhausted. Now with that cooldown here, we can see all the time trying to poke out Lubu. 1 stack of their Beast Corrosion onto him. Joy Boy takes out User down bottom. But we are seeing him melt out that Lord Feather strike now. Super Theo in a dangerous position, wings by wings, but no, flickers out, and that's gonna be the Throne of Ruin. Big Daddy Hades showing him why he's the Big Daddy as he puts him down, and now Storm trying to poke them out and keep them away from the mid lane. Oasis trying to defend. They have lost that Lord, but then that's gonna be 2-star. Torn apart memory. Sanji able to get away from the range with a flicker, and now Big Daddy Hades really shoving his HP in front of Storm as he will put him through a lot of magic damage. Spell of Alpha from the other side. Big Daddy Hades now is there. He's got the HP, he's got the sustain. That's a 3-man stun from the jungler there, and Throne of Ruin onto 3, and Big Daddy Hades shoving a lot of HP in their faces. Super Theo with the Feather Strike, but what can that do? Big Daddy Hades is still pressuring the 2 wilds, and there with the Crimson Clean, and he is down. Big Daddy Hades maybe pushing it too far. He goes in between the turret and is punished. And man, you can tell Alphazeroes are having a fun day with this one. They are shoving a lot of sustain in the faces of Oasis, and now Disperse Storm connects onto 1. They are there to defend, and there Sanji there with Speedy Light Twist on the meltdown. Michael, and yes, he does. He has the damage, he has the speed. The true damage will compensate in 45 seconds till the Lord will be spawned. And now you don't have to melt down the turret there. Lord Itami is there to defend, but he cannot defend against this one. User comes through as well. Disperse Storm doesn't have the Minion Fury though. That's the Sphere of Alpha already committed. The tech charge onto 1. They are losing the steam fight here. And Lord Itami finishes Joy Boy. Sanji is next. Spinning Light Wheels to slow down Joy Boy. He's trying to melt him down. Spinning Light Wheels already committed as well. Sanji, he is melting them down. And right now, being the pen the team needs for Alphazeroes, and Storm, he's taking his time for those engagement. 10 seconds onto this Lord spawns. Lubu, this is not the right time to force an engagement. You're gonna have to calm down, Lubu. The Lord is what matters more. That neutral objective is what you're gonna have to prioritize here. But the Lord has spawned now, and Sanji walking up to this Lord to melt it down as fast as possible. But Michael is no slouch either. He's gonna have to go for it. He's gonna have to, okay, Sanji leaving the Lord here and not starting it out, but Storm is here as well. Big Daddy Hades already invading that jungle, and a full-on team fight is gonna start. Now Throne of Ruin Already committed there. That's gonna be onto the back line. Big Daddy Hades. He gets to the back line. Sanji melts down. Storm and the Spirit Light is still on. User is melted down. And the damage on Sanji. Jean finds User. And somehow Alphazeroes takes 2 down. And this Lord in an uncontested manner. And somehow we have to ask the question, where did Oasis go wrong in that team fight right there? Because right now, Sanji is being the cornerstone for the DPS of the team, and Big Daddy Hades is just being the sustain you just can't ignore in those team fights. And now the Lord already taken the first siege in place, as both teams will collide against each other, and you can tell, okay, Michael, Big Daddy Hades just trying to zone them out. So that's going to be a melt coming through, but Crimson Gleam not willing to use it and get away. But the Lord is here. Sanji is trying to sink the lanes down bottom. And Joy Boy as well, trying to sustain as much damage as he can. The Lord is there. Michael's trying to melt down this Lord, but I don't think he can thrust in. The inhibitor's almost down. Sanji's there with his speedy light wheels to melt down that turret. Black Dragon form is committed. Back dive is needed as Big Daddy Hades will be there. Sanji is there to try to melt it down. They are pressuring the base. They are trying to melt it down. Big Daddy Hades is trying to tank as much damage, but the minion waves are down. And Oasis with a successful defense, maybe not. More minions are coming in. There's no longer speedy light wheels for Sanji to use to melt down that base, but that's gonna be Joy Boy pulling out Manji onto the back. And Lord Itami is in a dangerous position. Sanji shuts him down, and Oasis are not done. They're trying to defend. What can they do? They're spaced up again. Joy Boy finds a kill, and that's gonna be a triple for Sanji. The minions are there to end the game. The speedy wheels. Sanji, the cornerstone for the team, as Alphazeroes will take game 1. Jesus Christ. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck, man? The true damage on this carry right now, it's impressive. It's impressive. It's amazing. And I don't even know what else to say at this point, because I want to believe that. I want to believe there's a comeback. I want to believe there's a comeback. I want to believe they can still do something. Alphazeroes, they showed potential, but Oasis as well. They did try their best, and they did do what they can. Yes, this is game 1, MG. This is game 1. This was a pretty impressive comeback. I can see Jared here. Shout out to Jared, of course, the CEO of Real Time Productions. And I can see him in the back. I can also see Ashbone here. Shout out to Ashbone and MJ, the co-owners of ML Hub. Shout out to Hirosus as well. I can see him, one of the first people to tune into the second game for the stream. But that's game 1, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chats. And I can see Melvin already letting me know. And he's saying, did well early, couldn't handle the late games. Yeah. I think it's something that these teams are having issues with, especially these tier 1 teams. We did see a situation against Astral, and in the game that Astral played, we did see a situation where their opponents couldn't really handle things, drag things out into the late, and they were no slouch either. But yeah, we need to start game 2. Please, we need to start game 2. There's no time. One sec, guys. Okay, so I am seeing someone says Erosis says Jerry sorry, Carrie, somebody said Carrie's turning health into water soup. Yeah, that's what the Carrie can do. Yeah, if you know anything about the Carrie, you know that's what she can do. The true damage from the light wheel mark is pretty nasty, and especially the fact that true damage ignores deaths and just deal damage directly to your HP. So it's kind of crazy, man. But still, we are into game 2, and it's pretty interesting, man. I want to see what these teams are cooked up for us. Don't forget, guys, it's a best of 2, so unfortunately it can only end in a draw or a 2-0 straight win. There is no third game, there is no comeback, there is no one single winner in a sense, like if there's a draw. But still, Storm I am seeing him. Oasis, okay. They did ban the Lilia. That's pretty wise actually, because they did do a lot of damage with that Lilia in that game. So they almost taking the first blood in the early game with that Lilia. That was pretty impressive actually. Joy Boy here. He's gonna have to go for another ban. I think he should ban the Grok. I think he should ban the Grok, or maybe something else. Maybe something that can be pretty problematic. I think it might ban the Grok. I can see some comments. Someone says my hate watch isn't it watching. Um, I don't know if you wanted Alphazeroes to lose, but still, it's someone says before you even enter the second phase of your ult, you are gone. Yeah. There's a lot of melts there. You had the Alpha, did a lot of true damage with the Beta Advance. You had the carry, so it just wasn't in store for them when it comes to DPS. But still, other times they did try with the defense there. I gotta commend them for that. You gotta say things when they are as they are, rather. Excuse me, guys. Okay.
Time to drop the beat of the flash.
Man's gonna have to go for something different here though, because that worked the last time does not mean they won't see that coming this time around. Lord Itami as well. Maybe a different marksman might be better in this situation, but they have not banned the Claude yet, so he can't go for that in the first pick round. Or maybe something else. No Grok ban yet, or maybe go for an Alpha ban. Maybe Lord Itami should go for an Alpha ban, because Alpha was pretty impressive in the last game too. And now they are waiting it out. Lord Itami, they are taking their time with these bans. They are taking their time thinking about what to ban and what not to ban. I like the delicate, the fact that they are being patient with the bans. It was still it's something that I feel like you should have like discussed with your teams and strategized already. As okay, look, this is what we're going for. This, dynamics and all. Let them take that time. They've got the time. Why not use it? But Joy Boy stealing that Yi Sun Shin pick from Michael. Wow. Well, let's see how it goes. If it works for Michael, let's see if it works for Joy Boy. Hopefully it does. A Storm and a User now, they're gonna have to go for a pick. And if you remember anything about game one, User did use the Yuzhong. So let's see if it goes for the Yuzhong again. We can go for that other max. Okay. Somebody's bringing in the melt. Going for the we're going for the Lunox. That's an early one. Okay, not bad. Lunox is pretty she's pretty good for melting down a lot of heroes actually. And Uzak way for the Uranus. That's a lot of sustain being packed in. And I like the fact that Oasis are not hiding that, but there's Alphazeroes with their true damage line up again. The Leslie is a very good dealer of true damage. If you know anything about the Leslie, you know that Leslie does a lot of true damage. Still, maybe a Leslie. This might be a first Leslie though we are seeing in the MHPL stream games. We have not seen a Leslie in a while. We have not seen a Leslie. Maybe a first time. Maybe Jean is intent on breaking some records here, or maybe not. Maybe not, guys. Okay, one sec. Yeah. I'm seeing some very interesting plays here, but still some very interesting picks here rather, but still. Carry? Maybe a carry can work. It worked last time. Why not just repeat history? Yes, it does. And Big Daddy Hades still going for that. Alice deals a lot of damage. Alice deals a lot of damage, and she has a lot of sustain. So Big Daddy Hades would definitely enjoy this time around. But still, guys, Lord Itami on the draft here. The man's gonna have to go for something different. He was the marksman, and it's the carry he's leaning against. Clearly, the Broody did not work the last time, so there's clearly no point in going for the Broody again. Gonna have to go for something else this time around. Maybe a Claude. The Claude is not banned. Maybe a, I don't know. Whatever is in his pool, he should go for that. Oh, I did predict the Claude, and he did go for the Claude. Okay, that's one prediction in the bag. And Michael as well. We're gonna have to go for something different. He's gonna have to ban something actually. Maybe ban the Grok. The Beric is banned. The Grok is not picked. Neither is the Grok banned. The Fasa is open. You could ban the Fasa. Maybe prevent Super Theo from go. The Fasa actually there's no need because they already have a mage. And Jean, maybe ban a Hayabusa. Maybe ban a jungler that can be very problematic because Michael still hasn't picked. So they need to consider that as well. But Genie is taking his time here with Abu. Hayabusa is banned again. What did I just say? My goodness. I am 20. I can see the future, guys. I can see the future. I can see the future right now. Okay, Storm is gonna have to go for something else. And that's gonna be the last ban for Oasis actually. And I am seeing some comments here. Someone says Brody walked to faster odds. Yeah, it worked in the team fight phase, not just in it worked in the laning phase rather, not just the team fight phase. Let me just put it like that. Let me just put it like that. Okay, now Storm is still really taking his time. 15 seconds. Was Jean and Lubu is gonna have to go for something themselves. Mhm. Okay, Minotaur is banned. That's actually interesting because Lubu did play the Minotaur the last time. So them taking it down is gonna have to force him out of his comfort pick. And Jean as well. So gonna have to go for something different here. The man's gonna have to think this through. Who can he ban? Which jungler can he go for? Or perhaps which hero can he go for? Or maybe a Roma can he go for? Maybe go for a Gato or maybe a Hylos. You could go for that. Those maybe a Hylos can be very problematic, especially when it comes to sustain and giving Big Daddy Hades if he run for his money in the front lines. So Lubu is gonna have to think this one through. Maybe consulting with the team and knowing what they think. But still, Lubu is gonna have to think this one through even more. 5 seconds left. I hope he's not missing this ban. But Fredrin is gonna be the choice. He did not miss the ban. That's good.
You should.
Now, Michael, the jungler for the Oasis team, is gonna have to go for something that might be what will determine their jungle efforts, and how easy they will have to secure the objectives here. But still, Michael and Storm are having a very they're taking their time making these decisions. But so you okay. I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings with this Soyo. And the reason why I have mixed feelings with this Soyo is because one, they have a lot of sustain on AI, right? They have a lot of sustain on Alphazeroes. And
Only love and night are
drop down the
everlasting.
Sicilian, that's a lot of magic damage. Sanji is already doing a lot of physical damage. Joy Boy is already doing a lot of physical damage. You know how the Sunshine is already. So Michael going for the Soyo, which is pretty squishy because they already have three squishy heroes here. User is like their only frontline right now. They're gonna have to go for they must go for a tanky room. They must go for a tanky room. It's gonna be really difficult for them to actually withstand Big Daddy Hades if they don't have a tanky room. Oh, okay. Lubu going for a Tigreal. Now that's interesting. A Tigreal pick. Oh, and Storm. The man he's holding his line here, riding on things. And last pick is gonna have to go for a tanky room. You can't afford to go for anything less than a tanky room. You need that. You need that. There's Hylos there. Hylos is available. There's Gato is available. You can go for a tanky room. You can't even afford to miss this one at this point. It's obvious you should go for a tanky room. But if you actually do go for a squishy room, I want to say how this goes. Maybe if you decide to go for a support, yeah, Camilla works. Camilla is okay. Camilla is there. And yeah, Alphazeroes does have the better draft. Rasta, I agree with you. But that's going to be the draft completed. And of course, I'm going to be engaging the comments while the game loads. And of course, give me a sec, guys. 1 sec. Okay. Yeah, I actually have mixed feelings here. I actually have a lot of mixed feelings here because I don't even know how to feel about this, honestly. I don't know how to feel about this. Okay, Big Daddy Hayes, Michael, Lordy Tammy, user. Very, very good lineup. Okay, someone says Shea Gato don't die. Why Camilla? I feel like they could have gone high loose. I feel like Ilus have been better because Ilus has a lot of sustain, right? And they've got a lot of sustain. And Ilus can actually frontline well. Ilus is very good with frontlining. Very, very good. And you have a hero that Big Daddy Hades is using that can pretty much, give them a run for their money. Pretty much, right? And that's something that they have to consider, especially in the lineups. You have to really consider that. But then let's see how they execute this. I always say it, guys. It's not about the picks. It's about the execution. Yeah, Rasta, Hyrus is always better in situations like this. But Lubu, Okay, the man is rotating, trying to give vision here. That's what matters in the early game as a Roma. You should give vision. Excuse me, guys. One sec. Okay. Okay, so Lubu, he did take some hits from his little detour he took around there. And Sanji, leaning against Loritami now. So Sanji is going to have to remember that now he does not have that much range. And also Loritami doesn't have as much range as he were if he were on the Broody. But down bottom, we're looking at that jungle area. We are seeing some very interesting engages here. So Server from Michael, but not able to get anyone there. Lubu is keeping his distance. And both teams are just doing the early rotations. Maybe a Blaze Surge, yes, and the okay, so 7 with the Blaze Surge and the Sanguine Claws as well. Lubu taking a lot of damage in the early games. That's gonna be the Crimson Gleam now from Big Daddy Hades. Not willing to follow it through though. We are seeing Michael here just trying to invade the jungle, taking advantage of the early game strength. But then Lubu recalling in a dangerous position, and user isn't really interested in pushing that one though. I am seeing Lord Itami using a Purify. Wow, he really must be aware of that implosion from the Tigreal. Must be aware of the implosion there and trying to avoid those situations where he will be cancelled. But then we are seeing Michael here just trying to. He's already on level 4, so trying to take the orange buff here. The turtle has spawned one first neutral objective of the game. It looks like they. And there's gonna be the Crimson Flowers now onto the creep. But then, okay, Bloodbath going down, rotating onto the turtle. But right above you will be Joy Boy taking down the turtle, and no contest whatsoever from Oasis. You don't want to be giving out turtles this early though, because you really need those farm. Now the gold lead, of course, in favor of Alphazeroes. Thanks to that turtle they just took. And we are seeing Joy Boy poke him out, okay? User, Transcendent Ward defensively. Lubu as well doesn't have that level 4 yet for any engages or initiations. Up top on the gold lane, we are seeing Loritami. Okay, out of Thievery onto Sanji and the BMI defensively into the turret. Down bottom though, that's where the action is packed as user will try to pressure Big Daddy Hades here. And not in a good way. The man is facing a lot of heat. And Michael is not done. Blaze Surge onto the minion waves. And they're so Sever as well. Big Daddy Hades still able to survive. Throne of Ruin. Evil Quella knocked him down, but not able to take him down. Big Daddy Hades somehow outplays them. And Michael will put him down though. But it's a 1-for-1 in favor of Big Daddy Hades. But still, the kill will be in favor of Oasis for that one. And I do love seeing interesting plays like this. Trust me, I really do. Because both teams are really just having a field day here. Especially Alphazeroes, because now they are rotating up top. They are rotating well and invading the jungle here and probably waiting for the next person that will come. Lubu's got that implosion, he's got that flicker. And maybe now the next person to come will be someone he will target, but Bloodbath Stone finds him first. And look at the invasion response from Michael. He is invading as well on his end. It is an invade for invade situation between both teams. Joy Boy now, Michael, Evil Quella defensively able to get away. And we are seeing Big Daddy Hades as well. Trying to poke down user now, but both teams are not really interested in a full-on engagement, just poking out, peeling each other, and just waiting out until a point where they will go full-on out here. Big Daddy Hades just trying to just poke and do sustained battle with user here. Meanwhile, up top on that gold lane is where we should be, because a gank might be cooking up soon out of Thievery from Loritami. As Storm now might find a cost of blood soon. He has used it up, and that's simply a lot of pressure there. Shield assault from the Tigreal, and implosion with a flicker onto the backline, onto Michael. Throne of Ruin as well, immobilizes too. Michael is low, Ifukwela able to get away, and now Blizzard actually able to get away, and that's gonna be user now, chasing them down, and both teams withdrawing. I feel like both teams are holding back too much. You can tell that they're really playing it passive to a degree actually. They don't want to overcommit, they don't want to overextend, they don't want to overinvest in a team fight. Just use what you can. If you lose the objective, pull out immediately. And oh, that's the recall, that's the pause. And I'm just gonna take a short break while the game is paused. Let me say, guys. Okay, so the game is on pause, and of course, oh Venom, no, the game hasn't ended actually. The game is paused because we needed to give the players a chance to restart that game and fix the network issues they were having. But still, we are back, and Sanji is well having a very difficult time because the man cannot full on engage. He knows that he has a target on his back after what he did in game one. The man is really just trying to keep his distance here. Look at the gank cooking up for him. We have seen Michael here already waiting for him to pop out and maybe start something on the EXP lane. Just ignore what's going on the EXP lane. It's just Big Daddy Hades and User just going about it at each other's necks. Sustain was also sustain. So let's turn our sights onto the gold lane. Oh, okay, Michael, okay. Trying to chase him down. Evil Quella. Oh, 2-man implosion. And that's going to be a follow-up with the batting back to the bat piece. But then Spatio to the rescue as we come there now. Blazing Joy onto the back. Lord, time is no slouch. But Joy Boy will take down Michael first. Tristan's defensively to get away. Yeah, they are there and they are ready to counter any gangs they are ready to cook. But up top on the gold lane, Sanji, they're spinning light wheels, and now he has that speedy light wheel. Oh, but look at Storm getting pressured here. Joy Boy giving joy to Alphazeroes. Spatio flickering out with the Sanguine Claws into safety, and we must see Sanji now maybe going all out here. He does have that speedy light, which Lubu is giving him the chance to cut his lanes so that he can rotate for the turtle here. That's a very big advantage actually. If you get a chance to cut the lanes, cut it. It gives you a chance to rotate, but the turtle is there. And now he's going to have to help his teammates there. That's another uncontested neutral objective for Alphazeroes as they will secure it. But then walks into that one. Michael losing a lot of HP there as they will not make it easy. Joy Boy with the blood floods will take him out. He gets a double onto Storm. And down bottom, we are seeing German cuts from Big Daddy Hades and also User. What the heck? Both of them are just cutting each other lanes. But still, now we are seeing, oh, Spatio, Bob, all that brilliance with a flicker from Big Daddy Hades to the throne of ruin. And Spatio makes him pay. Speedy lightning from Sanji for the assist. And we are seeing it's Lord Itami take out the tier 1 on the gold lane with the minions. That's an interesting play there from both teams. But Alphazeroes looks like they have a very okay. Tristless defensively, that's the Ionic Edge now. They're trying to take down Joy Boy and settle him down because he is having a bounty here. 188 actually, 402. Very nice looking KDA. Okay, Lord Itami. Seems like split pushing is the way now because he wants to take out this tier 1 on the EX lane. But he's going to have to watch out for Big Daddy Hades though. Okay, BMI is there. And is he able to get away? Yes, he is. Takes down tier 1. Goes to get away. Split pushing from Oasis. I like that. If you're not winning the team fights, try to split push the game. But up top on the mid lane, looks like the team fights might be ongoing here. As User now will try to front line the team fight here. But then 1v2 is a situation. Lord Itami under a lot of pressure. Lord Itami trying to outplay them with a BMI, but Big Daddy Hades says not so fast as he puts him down. And now Lubu looking for a chance on an implosion. Maybe a flicker implosion pop for that brilliance already popped now. User in the midst of it all, so 1v2, make that a 2v4, cause of blood connection to 2, and it's an implosion onto the back line. Lubu pushes 2 back, and now the follow-up from Santi with a speedy light with Santi with a double, maybe a triple, but Big Daddy Hades steals it. Michael puts down Lubu. Michael might not be able to get away. Yes, he can, but can he? Big Daddy Hades says no, dives to the turret now, Dupe out, and Michael able to get away and escape there. 3-for-1 in favor of Alphazeroes. The Lord has spawned, and that is where Alphazeroes will set their sights on. But Lord Itami wants to keep on split pushing. I like that actually. I like the fact that they know that they know what the Cloud can do, and they're making the most of it. But then Sanji trying to melt down this Lord as fast as possible with the speedy light wheels, and of course they do. And Big Daddy Hades trying to push the tier 1 on the top lane. Sanji rotates down bottom. Rotations and wave management will matter more in situations like these. Big Daddy Hades now maybe under a lot of heat. Man's gonna have to go away now. Michael, okay. Danger and makes the right decision, but Mountain Shaker comes out from Joy Boy. The man is looking for his next target here. Sanji pushing out the tier 2 on the down bottom actually. Up top, Jean trying to escape there. User is trying to poke up. I didn't see what's going on the top lane. Sanji is pushing out the top lane. Michael dangerous position. Then Blade Surge defensively will save him though. Lubu taking a lot of hits for Super Feel. Chaos Assault and the power of Darkening will make it difficult for him to retain the HP he has. But then they're trying to melt out this Lord. They are trying to make that. Lubu doesn't have enough HP for an engagement, but if he does make an engagement here, it will absolutely blow my mind because he does not have the flicker, but he has the implosion. And that might be the, oh my goodness, what is that? As you will see Joy Boy trying to melt down this minion waves, and Super Theo just waiting for the right time to engage and invade him. But no, can't do. He will not make the move. Just wait for the waves to come to clear the waves. But up top, Big Daddy Hades takes down the tier 2. And that's the minion waves now pushing against Oasis. Lubu is back with full HP, so now he can engage. Sanguine Claws is there. The follow-up is there. Lubu is the only one now holding out user. Maybe taking a lot of damage here. Lubu is really taking his time for those engagements. Oh, okay, Lubu. Maybe going in soon. Sanji's got that speedy light twist. He's trying to push, but Storm is making it difficult for him. Lubu, oh, okay, trying to melt him down. Spinning light wheels now. Maybe trying to, oh, spinning light wheels already committed now. Sanji, the Phantom Step. Does he want to overextend? Does he want to overcommit? Both of them are taking their time. Batting back with power of other brilliance. Super Theo doesn't want to take chances either. As Joy Boy will come in now. Michael taking a lot of heat as well. Trying to push down his tier 2 by all means necessary. But then Jean takes it down. And the minion waves, they are just steadily pushing and steadily taking this game into their hands. Slow and steady wins the race. It's going to be the motto for AI right now. The minion waves are there. The lanes are getting pushed, trying to be synced as we will see Sanji taking out the minion waves and rotating down bottom to make sure those minion waves are there. 20 seconds to this neutral objective, and Oasis are already losing the waves. They have to do wage management now if they want to contest for this Lord. Okay, BMI. That was supposed to be a risky play, but Lord, the time able to get away on time, and that's gonna be him baiting out the speedy light wheels from Sanji. Well, that's sad because they're gonna actually need that for that Lord, and now it's gonna have to rely on a single-handed state. Big Daddy is gonna have to buy time. Oasis now coming onto this Lord here. The Lord is almost melted down. Sanji is gonna try to get away into safety. The Lord is almost there. Oasis might just get this one, but Joy Boy says no, and that's a 3-man implosion from Lubu as they will take him down. Michael finishes him off, and Joy Boy gets a double onto Michael. A flicker from Super Theo is trying to get away. Power of order brilliance does not save him as Michael gets a Joy Boy gets a triple. And Sanji will find Itami. Sanji is on a killing spree, and this just might be it for game 2. AI might be onto something here. Sanguine Claws now. Trying to melt down this Lord. Sanji doesn't want to take any chances. He wants to melt down the Lord when he can't. Big Daddy Hades as well, trying to support him, but they know that our base is what they should set their sights on. Because why are they not saying, okay, Sanji, why are you trying to kill user? You need to actually. Oh, he does kill him with a Phantom Step. Duo will stay, but still, that's gonna be game 2. Yeah, that's game 2, guys. That's game 2. And I want to say we all saw this coming, right? We all saw this coming. With the way the game was proceeding and everything, we all saw that coming. Honestly, that was a pretty impressive game. Kudos to both teams. Kudos to Alphazeroes. Kudos to Oasis. They both did their best, but still, in the end, the better team won, and that better team was the Alphazeroes. Of course, it's been an honor casting for you guys, and of course, shout out to my other casters, Bambi and Fisayo. Shout out to the streamer doing the heavy lifting in the back, Stark himself. Also, shout out to the ML Hub management team for putting together the MHPL. And this is good night from me to you. Until tomorrow, guys. See ya, and good luck in your rank games.
"自ら